Hello again. Another update on the El Camino. Due to popular demand and that, I've been working on a few more little gadgetry things. Notepad, very important thing. Going back to the door catch. Hang on. Go that way. Old Tom was telling me that that's a bit fuzzy, isn't it? Back out a bit. Sorry about that. Playing around with a new stand and trying to see what's what. Tom was telling me that this is actually the get out of jail free lever, and this is a winder for the actual quarter window there, the sort of wind one, and it actually operates to open that. I'm not going to make that work, but I am going to make that work, the door lever there, because luckily for me the interior is sort of majorly hollowed out to get into where that lever will be, and it's a pull out sideways operation lever. I've got a couple of marks there which I've by looking at it from that side, I'll just come down there, get a square, zonk zonk. It gives me an idea of where it is before I start carving out the back. So I've been working on that idea. I've also taken a look at the dashboard, and well, there's quite a lot here I can do actually. If I bring that up, the glove compartment door runs all the way around there, so the only awkward bit with cutting this out is going around those little corners there. Flipping it over at the other side, there is a reinforcing membrane which I've sawed through there, and I've got yet to cut out there. But I'll make it pivot by just putting a piece of tube there and a piece of tube there, and it will have a couple of pins in the doorway, and I think I'll be able to just drop it back in. Might cut a bit out of the tubing to let that in and seal it up as it goes back together. Same with the ashtray, it's cut all the way there. When I cut the doors out, I'll build sides up for each compartment, both the ashtray and the glove compartment, and the back of them out of sheet card. Which led me along to the pedals as well. Can we get the pedals to pivot? Can't be really hard, they're nicely moulded there. A bit more bracketry on the back and a piece of tube along there. We'll probably get these to pivot and spring. It's nice, isn't it? It's quite well moulded there. I am quite impressed by a lot of this. Should have drilled through the air vents. Anyway, I'll definitely be having an investigation into the ashtray. I presume that's an ashtray, and glove compartment, and the door opening lever on the door cards here. Sammy was asking me about Sammy Vasquez from California. He was asking me about lifting the actual details off. And what I do, and rather what I don't do, is get a knife like that and chisel them all off. And that is what I do not do, because whichever way you attack your detail, by doing it in one sort of long push, the detail will go up the knife blade and curl. And what I do boo boo, is go around it, all the way around, real carefully, before I lift it off. On any detail. Doesn't have to be this door card. Any detail you're lifting off, work your way around, preferably not with the blade you've been mangling. Get a sharp blade, but work your way around to the centre, and then you'll have a border. I've just started doing this one. a border of the detail in itself. Right? So you lift it all the way around. Then any centre core that might break away will be cleaned up, or will add just body to the thingamy. I also, before I lift any of these, I want to say again, that is the pivot point for this handle to rotate. So I'll drill through there, all the way through, to add my pivot pin before lifting the detail off. The same with this switch gear lever. I now know what it is, but I'll work my way around to cutting it off. I haven't touched this at all yet, but it's a matter of getting around and getting in, but from all the way around, not just, you know, but not like that. A gouge like that will give you a nice curly bit of plastic, and it will probably slide off and go in your thumb. So it's all good fun. You get a bloody part and a useless bit of detail. Look at your thumbs. If you haven't cut your thumb by now, you're not doing it properly. But all that around there, I'll cut off. I can get in there with a drill, and I'll just use a twist drill. I bet they're around on the other bit of bench. 1 second. Well, they're not. Where was I last drilling? Ah, there we go. This is a bit of another bit of my butchery. This was a double-ended drill, twist drill, but I found an old choke knob that I saw mine in half, and I've got this knob that fits into my hand, and I do 99.999% of my drilling by hand. The material is a soft plastic. I'm doing one minuscule drill hole at a time, and I don't want to bugger them up by my drill wandering around because it's gone zip, zip, zip. Right? I want to do it once accurately, so I'd rather do it slowly by hand, and nearly everything I do is slowly and by hand. I did use a Dremel going around the sides of here with a drum grinder, but I have done further detail with this, and we're just back to diamond files. I use a lot, diamond file, can't beat them. The foam boards I do use, but because they're not hard enough, they're okay on doing that over bodywork, but they're not hard enough on some of the smaller details, and you are better off with wrapping or gluing. Where is it? There's one. Glue a piece of wet and dry to a coffee stirrer, and that'll give you a nice firm surface. Right. This is going to be the this is all the process notes for working out now the bonnet or hood release catch. Right, so I'm working on that being sprung as well. Okay, so there'll be further update in the next one on this in a couple of days' time. Thank you all for watching, and cheerio from jolly old England. Bye.